What's up, everybody? This is day 9 of documenting my whole ecom journey, and today I want to talk about don't reinvent the wheel. And then the reason why you shouldn't be reinvent the wheel when you're just starting out, whether it's like a service or a business, is because when you are starting out, you want to do it fast. Like for entrepreneur, you gotta do it like everything like fast, efficient, while delivering the service or the products for a certain person or people or like business that for the problem that they are trying to solve. You're trying to do it fast. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna need to find what's trending in the market right now, what are people suffering from, and what are the problems that people have in the current market, and then when you find out, like obviously they are gonna be already have the people out there already selling this like certain products or a service, so you gotta try to look at what they are doing good or what they're not doing good, and then I, I'm used just use ecom as example. I can't talk right now today for some reason, but whatever. I'm using ecom as an example today because not because I'm doing ecom. So for example, like for a product that, for example, I'm doing a product research, right? Say, for example, I find like a lipstick, and then I'm trying to sell lipstick, and I would look up for like what kind of lipstick, what kind of things, and I guess the ingredient, what's ingredients in there, and then see what my competitors are doing, and then what people liked about the products that my competitors are selling, what people don't like about the products that my competitor is selling. So I would be looking at that, and then most of the time I'm gonna see what they're doing good, and they most most of the time just keep the part that my competitors are doing good, and then fix the part that my competitors that people don't like about the products that they got from my competitors, which is like you're gonna make make the like the whole product better, So that's why so many times there are always people telling you you need to find a single certain skill and then become the best at it, and that's when you're gonna make the most amount of money. That's why people always say that. Alex Hamosi said it. Alex Baker said it. Iman Ghazi said it. Jordan Wells said it. Everyone said it. They all said like the same thing when they were giving the advice like that. When all like the big guys, the OG guys, they all giving you the advice like that. That means this actually works for business, for like the market. Those are the people you should be look up to. At least I am. So for that, especially like don't reinvent the wheel. Hamosi talked so much about it. Jordan Welch talked even more about it because he's like he was doing dropshipping, right, and now he's doing like I guess like helping creators right now, which is like cool. Like I sometimes like somehow like send him the story reply. He like replies that yo, what's good, love the car. But anyways, don't reinvent the wheel. Like when you think about it, um, there's no solution for. There are not only one solution for a single problem. It's like when you go to school, all your teachers would tell you you have like they will give you handing out your test or like a homework for you, right? And then they will tell you, well, there's only one answer to this problem. But if you don't know about that one answer, you'll be you have failed the class, for example, or like you have failed the test, which in the real world that's not the case because one when the person have like a problem, okay, for example, like e-commerce, I'm doing e-com, right? um for example, Shopify payment processing, when i have when I have that problem, obviously I'm not only gonna have one single solution. There are many solutions out there, like different payment processing, the software that I can use, different solution, maybe like an agency that I can use, which means that there are just like so many different solutions out there you can use. So it's not just like restricted to one single solution for me, right, and for you too. So when you are looking, so like what you learn from school, most of the time they don't necessarily gonna be useful for like the real world, you know, like especially for like entrepreneurship, especially when you want to build a business, even if you don't want to build a real business, like there's just so many things out there you can just learn from the real world, you know. And then at least for like entrepreneurship, like building business is like you literally just gonna like you're gonna have to do it. You actually have to like do it yourself instead of like listening to school telling you what to do. Like I'm right now. I'm in college. I'm in like a business school, one of the best in the country, or somehow, I guess like public school, but whatever. Anyways, the school what school teaches you doesn't necessarily like match your lifestyle. You know, see what I'm saying here? My brain is now braining right now because midnight. I'm like really tired, but no excuses. I have to make this video. So the school gonna teach you their way of like looking at a certain, I guess, like business models or like their ways. I'm just using my example because I'm in the business. I'm doing like marketing, right? Like for example, marketing. One of the teacher would be like, okay, this is real experience. Okay, one of the teachers, I would I will ask, just like for example, right? That doesn't really happen. Just like I would ask if that person actually has if the teacher actually have any experience of like doing marketing, doing helping out businesses. Have you ever had an agency like helping people do like marketing or like social media manager? Those are kind of like marketing too, right? If they don't have the experience, or even worse, I've heard like even worse about like entrepreneurship. Like if like one of my buddies is doing the entrepreneurship thing from school, and like in the past I've heard people talked about, oh, their teacher doesn't even fucking have any business. They don't even they haven't they have never tried out starting out the business, but what they tell their student is like, oh, I've been teaching entrepreneurship. I've been teaching business for 25 years, which doesn't even make any sense, you know. So this another thing I want to talk about in the maybe in the next video if I remember it. Maybe I'll look it right down in the notes later. I'll talk about it tomorrow. But what I want to talk about is like school doesn't necessarily gonna help you out. You will give you the knowledge at some point, but not for everyone. I'm gonna just put it like that because I don't wanna make this video too long. And then yeah, that's for like don't reinvent the wheel, and then kind of touch on the school part, and then for my business in terms of how my business is doing thus far. I've been contacting the suppliers. I'm gonna need to contact more suppliers from based in the U.S. because and tomorrow's the Labor Day, so like I need to like blast a bunch of emails to all like the supplier list I've like listed out, and then say like if they qualify like for us, if they are like if be able to meet these like requirements that our brand needed, you know. And then hopefully next week, no, not hopefully next week we're gonna need to start building out the funnel, start building out the website funnel, tutorial, and then the part photos. So everything needs to be done by the end of next week, and then hopefully we can get our simple 2 weeks later, hopefully like 10 days, maybe even not that fast. But when I figure that part out, the plan is right there. As you guys heard earlier, website funnel, tutorial, portfolio before the website. So that's for that. So yeah, that's for today's updates. And then appreciate you guys for watching this video. If you guys staying till this far, you guys are the gold. And I also have the free Discord of for the people who try to like build business like entrepreneur or ecom. Hopefully mainly ecom. That'd be sick. So yeah, hope you guys like it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.